Namaste everyone, this is Rupi Raja and today I will give the NFO review for Tata Income Plus Arbitrage Active FOF. Talking about what is a NFO, NFO stands for New Fund Offering, and a new fund offer is the first time an investment firm offers a new mutual fund to its investor. It is just like an initial public offering, but it is for mutual funds. Talking about FOF, FOF here stands for Fund of Funds, and Fund of Funds refers to a fund that invests in other mutual funds. Talking about what is a mutual fund is a financial vehicle that pools money from many investors to invest in a diversified portfolio of securities such as stocks, bonds, and other assets. Investors buy unit or net asset value units in the mutual fund, becoming partial owners of all its holdings, and a professional fund manages that mutual fund portfolio on your behalf, and an expense ratio is charged for it. Talking about Tata Income Plus Arbitrage Active Fund of Fund, the launch date for this NFO is 5th May 2025 and the end date is 19th May 2025. The allotment date for this NFO units is 22 May 2025 and there is no exit load. The fund is benchmark mirroring the return of CRISIL Composite Bond Fund Index with a 60% allocation of the portfolio to this index fund, and the remaining 40% portfolio will be allocated to mirror the returns of the Nifty 50 arbitrage index. The scheme is managed by Shailesh Jain and Abhishek Sonthalia. Talking about the CRISIL Composite Bond Fund Index and the Nifty 50 Arbitrage Index, the CRISIL Composite Bond Fund Index measures the performance of various fixed income portfolios covering government securities, corporate bonds of different credit rating categories, commercial papers, certificates of deposits, treasury bills, and overnight rate funds. The Nifty 50 Arbitrage Index aims to measure the performance of portfolio involving investment in equity and equivalent short positions or long positions, equity futures and cash of all the Nifty 50 companies. Talking about the return expectation, the 10-year CAGR for this fund can be between 7.2% to 12%, but I have seen that in good years this fund has given a return of 18% or more, which was quite shocking to me. It is good suited for passive investor, but a sign of caution too will be told about the passive funds. Talking about the taxation, it is a bit different here. If you try to book your profits before 2 years, then your capital's gain will be taxed at income tax slab rate. For example, if you have an income tax slab rate 30%, then you have to also pay a tax of 30% if you try to book your profits on the mutual fund in this category. If you try to book your profits after 2 years, then long-term capital gains tax will be charged with a percentage of 12.5% on gains exceeding 1.25 lakh annually. Talking about my opinion, as a passive fund, it cannot outperform the two benchmarks discussed beforehand, unlike the actively managed equity funds. I will rather invest my money in a large cap actively managed fund if I am a big risk taker, and if I am not a big risk taker, then I will invest my money in a conservative hybrid fund. For example, a Parag Parikh conservative hybrid fund. All information will not be given in the slides, and the person who is watching this video carefully will be able to know that which fund I am recommending instead of this NFO. If you want a safe fund that does not fall too much during market downturns or market gains, then you can go for this NFO and you will get a safe return of 8% to 12%. Talking about suitability for different investor types, if you're a conservative investor, then yes, you can apply for this NFO. If you're a balanced investor, then also yes, you can apply for this NFO if your time horizon is less than 3 years. If you're an aggressive investor, you can avoid this NFO and go for actively managed large cap funds. If you're a goal oriented investor, then yes, you can invest in this NFO. If you're a passive investor, then you can skip this NFO and go for Nifty Next 50 index funds. If you are an active investor or even if you are a young investor, you can go for stocks and you can avoid this NFO. If you are a diversified investor and you have allocated good percentage of a portfolio to gold, large cap, mid cap and small cap, you can skip this NFO since you are already diversified. If you're a speculative investor and you want to invest for the short term, you should know that returns have not been very great in this fund, and you can directly skip this NFO and you can go for large cap actively managed mutual funds. Or if you want to try this NFO, you can start a SIP in this NFO for 2 years or more. If you want to read about the scheme details for this mutual fund, I have attached them in the description of this video. So that's a wrap on today's NFO deep dive. We have crunched the numbers, dissected the story, and now it's your turn. What do you think? Drop your thoughts below, hit that subscribe button, and let's keep decoding the market together. One additional thing I would like to add, if you want to book any consultation related to investments, mutual fund advice or stock advice, honestly do not worry about it as of now. Just type your questions in detail in the comment section. Before answering your queries, I will definitely check if you have liked the video and clicked on the subscribe button. If both are done, I will make a video responding to my subscribers detailed query. If your query is small, then I will try to answer them in the comment section itself. As of now, this service will be free of cost. Hope you like this NFO review. Thank you. This is Rupi Raja.